When it comes to blocks of 5, the most common thing isn't really a sticking pattern as much as it's an accent pattern. Generally, you hear people accenting the first and the third note of a group of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I use that block of 5 all the time. But my all-time favorite block of 5 is slightly different. And it involves my favorite concept in the world of blocks, and that is peak, valley, peak. Sounds so good. Let's jump on the kit and I'll break it down for you. All right, so before we dive into the nuances of this block, the first thing we have to figure out is what is the pattern? Well, it's really simple. It's just 4 notes with your hands, right, left, all single strokes followed by a kick. So just by itself, we're not even thinking subdivisions, we're not thinking about accents, ghost notes, any of that stuff. It sounds like this. And remember in the intro, I mentioned the concept of peak, valley, peak. Well, that's referring to the dynamics. So we start with a peak, and that could be dynamically accents. Then we come down to the valley for something quiet, ghost notes, and then we go back up to another peak, in this case, a loud bass drum. In case you didn't catch that, the peak was 3 single stroke accents, then it came down to the valley for 1 single ghost note, then another peak with a bass drum. Now, the next thing we have to think about is what subdivision is this in? It's a group of 5, so obviously it fits perfectly into quintuplets. You could be kind of crazy and try it as 16th note triplets, but I tend to play this as 16th notes, so against a quarter note pulse, it sounds like this. Before we move on and start using it as a fill, I want you to try something with me. Please, please, please. I know how easy it is to watch these videos, sit back on your couch and go like, I could totally do that. Thomas Lang could totally do that. Virgil Donati, it's a joke. But when you actually try to do it, that's when you're like, oh, golly, are these my 7As? No, these are the 5Bs. Yeah, that's what's going on here. So please try this with me just to see if you can do it. We're gonna do that exact same thing I did. Quarter notes on the left foot, playing the 5s as right, left, kick, but we're gonna alternate the 3 accents between snare and rack tom. So right, left, kick, right, left, kick, right, left, kick, right, left, kick. Against that quarter note pulse, no joke. Let's give it a shot. Come on, unless you've done that before, don't even act like that was easy for you. I was stressing out. Did you see my face? I was like, don't screw this up, Johnston, don't screw this up. All right, so now let's use this block as a fill. I want you to hear the difference between that classic 5 of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get it. Hopefully now you can hear it's not one is better than the other. They're so useful, but by bringing in this one, it adds to the other one. So now you have more vocabulary built out of the exact same concept. And finally, it's super important to figure out how are you gonna use this? How are you gonna make it unique to you? I can tell you that I always use 2 of them only. So I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the rest is completely improvised. So if we think about where does that leave us? How much time do we have to improvise? Well, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Okay, so I can do 2 5s and then and a 4 E and a is all up to me. think it's so amazing to take something you already know and just tweak the dynamics a little bit, tweak the orchestration a little bit, and then all of a sudden you have something brand new to add to your vocabulary. So as always, YouTubers, I hope you enjoyed this. If you like this, I actually just put up a whole course on blocks of 3 up on Mike'sLessons.com. Go check that out. You get your first week free, which will give you plenty of time to work on that course and to start your first session. But until next time, go practice.